Filmmakers don't just purchase cameras for their image quality, lots of filmmakers will pay a premium for certain features that will save a lot of time and make life easier on set. For example, I shoot a lot of documentaries, and so a camera that's agile and reliable makes a big difference. And so today I'd like to show you the accessories that I've used to turn my little mirrorless camera into a fully fledged cinema camera. So you can add these accessories to most cameras, but I'm going to be starting with a Nikon Z6 and a camera cage. This can film in 4K full frame or Super 35. It's pretty good in low light, and it has IBIS, so I can stabilize any lens, even old vintage glass. But even so, it's missing plenty of our typical cinema camera features. First on my list is battery life, since all of the hybrid cameras I've used require frequent battery changes. Now you can buy lots of extra camera batteries, but it can really slow down a shoot if you have to swap these out multiple times a day. And also, if you were to rent a different camera or upgrade your camera, then these little guys would be useless. So I like to use this bebob V-mount battery plate, which has two D-tap ports for powering nearly any camera. The plate is compatible with this beautifully compact V45 micro from bebob, and this will power the camera for much longer than the internal battery. But you can also get much higher capacity batteries like the V95 micro or even the V200 micro for longer shoots. With this system, I've got access to 3 D-tap ports, 2 on the battery plate and 1 on the battery itself. That's ideal for my purposes, since I can power my camera via this dummy battery cable and then have 2 ports available for accessories. All of bebob's batteries use a unique twist D-tap system, so I can use the cable in either orientation with the wire trailing from either side. And that's a simple thing that makes a big difference in helping the cables be managed nicely. But my favorite thing about these batteries is just how many projects I can use them on. I can really feel the quality of the design and materials. It's a very premium feel when compared to the other batteries that I've used. The V-mount and D-tap system is widely used, so any new accessory or camera that I buy or rent in the future could be powered by these batteries. So because they're so universal and well made, I'm really confident that I'll be using these for many years to come. Next up is ND filters, since a faster ND filter system will make a big difference on nearly any shoot. Now, one of my favorite things about using mirrorless cameras is that we can use lens adapters, so we can use our popular EF lenses or the more cinema-friendly PL lenses. And these adapters provide a chance to put an ND filter behind the lens instead of in front of it. I've been using these Photodiox ND throttle adapters, which provide between about 2 and 10 stops of variable ND. They're pretty cheap, and so the image quality isn't perfect, but for shoots where speed is the priority, I often find myself using this adapter so I can change the exposure really quickly. When I'm not shooting in the sunshine, I usually switch to a regular EF lens adapter like this one from Fringer, which has electronic contacts, ideal for changing the aperture on modern lenses. And if I'm using this adapter, then I can put ND filters on the front of the lens alongside the Manfrotto zoom magnetic adapters, so I can change the ND filter much faster than screwing it on. Now, third on the list is XLR audio. So this Beachtech DXA Pro Plus is excellent since it has high quality preamps to boost the signal and avoid that hiss, and it also offers an XLR port with phantom power for professional mics. And if that's not enough, there are also 2 3.5mm inputs, which I like to use with lavalier microphones. So this audio box does add some weight to our rig, but I think it's worth it for any solo shoot where the sound matters, because I can now monitor the audio right from the camera and I don't need to sync up the sound from a separate device. Now, the next accessory on my list is a simple one, a top handle. I find that top handles are pretty much essential anytime I'm repositioning the camera or holding it between shots. This top handle from Nietzsche has a comfortable grip and a variety of mounting options. It connects to the NATO rail on the top of my camera cage, so I can quickly adjust or remove the handle to reconfigure the rig. And the final accessory I'd like to use is a bigger, fully adjustable monitor. The Atomos Ninja 5 is a great monitor that has the added benefit of recording 10-bit ProRes or 12-bit ProRes RAW to relatively inexpensive SSDs. So this is a monitor and external recorder, but if you plan to just use the camera's internal recording, then you could save a little bit of money and get a monitor that still gives you the larger second display that can be magnified during recording to check focus. So there we have it, this is my rig. Thanks to a couple of lens mount adapters, we can use pretty much any lens with ND in front or behind it. We've got decent audio controls and a very customizable rig that will run all day long on universal batteries, with plenty of options to expand with other accessories like a wireless follow focus or a video transmitter. All of this can be built up or stripped down depending on what I'm filming and which accessories and features I need for a particular day's filming. But best of all, this kit can stay with me even if I were to upgrade my camera or rent a different one for a specific project. So if you don't mind taking the time to assemble a rig like this with all the different cables and all the Allen wrenches, then you can turn a small hybrid camera into a filmmaking machine that can rival some of the most expensive cinema cameras. So thanks for watching.